Y'all want it this way?
Hold on. No, know your spot. You over here. Let's go. That don't mean nothing. You can still preach from over there.
Yeah, right.
Take order.
Oh, yeah, the back camera got a better jump.
I give you the water, right? Yeah.
It's quite warm out here, bro.
I'll pull prees. How you do the don't it rotate this way too? Where? Oh, there you go. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Perthon.
It's easier to lift it up. What are those Nikes called right there? Ain't cold? Probably now. T-shirts.
All right, you got that.
Open up,
All right, shalom.
Shalom.
We are the Hebrew Israelites coming out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked-ass kingdom. America's spiritual Egypt and modern-day Babylon. I had to tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that you're not niggas, spicks, and wetbacks, but God's chosen people of that legendary bloodline. All right, but first and foremost, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach you well. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this gospel amongst the four winds with truth and sincerity. And you would say shalom.
Shalom.
Grab Jeremiah 28:8 real quick. And we gotta let little bro cook. Season. No, the precept is the seasoning, and then no. The spirit cooks. So the spirit got.
Are they on fire or
What channel you on?
you on fire? You on backup?
I think mine's main. I think.
Sound good.
Sound good?
On fire.
You on Bob, but it's cool. Whatever.
All right.
Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied against both many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right, the prophets before us, from Moses to Jeremiah, Habakkuk, Enoch, all right, Joshua, even Yahushua himself prophesied against these kingdoms. Here it is, all these beastful kingdoms from Egypt all the way to America have been prophesying for their downfall. All right, now we're at the final king, we're at the final season of these heathens' rulership. All right, and that's America. America's coming to an end. Okay. All the way from Joshua to Habakkuk to Jeremiah, who else? Isaiah. All right, they all prophesied at the end. They all had the same prophecy. They were just in different time periods.
Feel wild.
Okay, all prophets had that same prophecy, that same dream of America getting hit by ICBM missiles. But they didn't have the terminology and the words to use them, so they said fiery arrows, or like they had heads of lions. All right, at the end of what's it called? At the end of a missile, when they project the silo.
Silo is what it comes out of.
Come out of, yeah.
Propulsion system.
Propulsion system. But in the Bible, they call it the heads of lions. All right, they even prophesied kingdoms today. All right, this is modern day Rome, modern day Roman Greece. Look at the architecture and how the people act. We're in like modern day Greece. This is a paganized society, and all you people walking down the floor, y'all pagans, man. Y'all worship different. Yeah, huh? Y'all worshiping different gods and idols, different different ideologies. All right, here it is. It's most people's birthday today or tomorrow, and they believe that they're important. But that all goes back to ancient pagan gods. All right, but these are the prophets that prophesied against these wicked ass kingdoms, these wicked ass ideologies, these wicked ass rulerships. Now this is the final of the final rulership, and it's coming down right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab hot time out of sleep real quick. And that, I'm gonna grab that too.
Spirit of prophecy first, and then get a high time to go to sleep.
It's 1 Corinthians 14:32. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. That's going into reincarnation. pretty much. Daniel 12 and 13 says what? We shall stand in our lot in the last days, man.
Say that again. My fault.
It's 1 Corinthians 14 and 32. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
That's it.
You know.
Yeah.
The spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets, right? We are actually prophesizing the downfall of this place known as America. We are preaching the same thing that all our ancestors have been preaching for millennia.
To add on to that, the spirit of the prophets is subject unto the prophets because we are our ancestors, we are our forefathers. We were the same men. Lord willing, we're part of that number, but if we're doing it now, more than likely we're doing it then. We are the same men that were prophesying back in the days of Noah.
Yeah.
Prophesying back in the days of the Babylonian empires, the Greek empires, the Persian empires, you know, right, the Roman empires. We are the same men. All right.
And that's spiritual because what Parathon said, that's reincarnation. It's a lot of prophets that are in the Bible that are on the earth right now. We don't know who's who. We don't know who's Jeremiah. We don't know who's Moses. Y'all about to
You got it, brother?
We don't know who's Paul. We don't know who's Peter. We don't know who's y'all about to We don't know who's who. All right. But hey, we are here in America preaching the downfall of this bitch. And this bitch is coming to an end. And America is basically, according to the Bible, is the what's it called? The Lady of Wars? What's it called?
The great harlot.
The great harlot, the great bitch, the great harlot.
The great harlot that flew upon the dragon.
Yeah. And her inspiration and influence has spread throughout the four corners of the earth. We lived, man, I remember back then, you know, when you was growing up, when you learn about these different cultures,
I ain't get you.
they don't know about the skittle thing, if you know what I'm talking about, or the rainbow, or the unicorn thing. And now you got people in different countries are now having those rainbow characteristics. Men with men, women with women. All right, but back then when we was growing up, they had a stern look, a stern culture. But now they're being taken over by the Babylon Jews.
I got you. It's Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
Right. It's a high time to wake up out of the sleep. That's speaking to you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners that look like Esau and look like Moab, but lineage go back to our people. Shalom, so on. All right. It's a high time to wake out of sleep. Now our alarm clock is going off. It's beeping in your ear. But here it is. You people still want to go, y'all spiritually want to stay asleep. Still want to be sleeping. That alarm clock is still on, beeping, beep, beep, beep. And y'all still asleep.
Now we at that point where the alarm clock. You ever let your alarm go after a certain amount of time and stop going?
Yeah.
Yeah, we at that point.
I got some on that.
I'm starting to be drained with telling you people to do it.
Hey, but that's how you know. That's how you know the judgment about to come.
Yeah, 'cause I've been getting to the point where like, man, look, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got brothers out. It's like brothers is like repeatedly. It's like a broken record at this point. And it's like really when you watch the brothers, you actually see that brothers be actually going into the same topic through the spirit. So that's the Lord that's saying like, all right, look, I'm about to wrap this shit up. Right. Y'all better get on y'all shit.
We can all feel it through spiritual. Every day I'm at work, I feel like something's coming.
I hate this place. It's Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
Yeah, right. Call on Yahweh by Shimmy outside while he's near. Won't you call a cop if something bad happens? Won't you call a firefighter when your house is on fire? But you're not gonna call Yahweh by Shimmy outside, the God of Israel?
And lamping off the brother, you know, it's also getting to the fact that the brother was talking about how you better call on the Lord now, because what it's saying is seek ye the Lord while he is near, because he's not going to be around for too long.
Right.
Once 8 and 11, favoring the word kick in, that's what's going to pretty much, you know, close the breaches.
Right. The God of Israel is going to bring a divine ass whooping to everybody that's walking back and forth on the street.
You're already doing it.
And he's already doing it. Y'all see what happened to the smoke? That was a sign, a prophecy.
That wasn't even smoke, but we didn't get to that.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you understand, brother.
Yahweh Shimmy outside is going to destroy this place. And you people win it. All right? And there's another prophecy. The sun and the moon shall be turned red. Yesterday morning, 7 o'clock, the sun was red. It looked like a bloody scab. But y'all still want, let's go shopping. Let's go to H&M. Let's get some clothes. Fuck all that shit. Great death and destruction is coming. Children, to elderly, to people, everybody. The Lord don't even care. All y'all on this blacklist. You got any scriptures?
Lord willing, I'm not.
I got some. Amos 8:11.
Yeah, just stop right there. Go down.
Behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord.
Right. And there was an article that says NASA is going to hit by a what? A solar apocalypse? A solar wave is going to hit this place. It's going to be like an EMP, that's what I'm saying. The EMP effect. All your technology, all your cars, phones, everything I like to watch on screen is going to be turned off. All y'all going to go back to the Stone Age. Y'all don't know how to fucking act without your phones.
First of all, they're not going to know how to act without electricity.
They're not.
I remember, listen, I'm pretty sure brothers been through electricity get cut off. And then just that day, having waiting for them to cut it back on after you pay, you like, these motherfuckers better turn out.
They just dropped that article, NASA warns of internet apocalypse that leaves people offline for months.
Right.
And they saying months, but we know that's going to be forever, man.
Right.
All right? We know it ain't going to come back on once that happens.
Right. The whole purpose, but let's be realistic. The whole purpose of them getting rid of the internet is to stop the truth from going out.
Right.
Is to cut off but that's also Amos 8:11, which you just brought out. Wait, did y'all bring it up?
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah. This morning.
So the whole purpose of that is to cut off the unicorn, so information wouldn't go out the way it's been going out. It's also when the destruction comes, it's the Lord's way of saying.
I was about to say it's part of that reset.
Yeah, exactly. I was also going to say it's the Lord's way of saying you people are cut off. The doors of repentance are closed, and because if the internet gets cut off, these videos are not going out. You people are going to be like, get the precept that says they'll be running to and fro. Matter of fact, no, keep on get that.
Finish Amos 8:12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it.
Right. Because when you know something was going to happen, you have confidence for what's to come. But you people don't know what's about to happen. All right? Y'all running to sea, place to place. Hey, what's going on? Why is this happening? Why there's no more food in Walmart? Why all the Walmarts are shutting down? Why the malls in the cities and why my car ain't working? Why all this shit ain't working? I don't know. That's the prophet. Well, it's a scripture that said we're going to act dumb when the time to come. I don't know. You brought it up? Oh, okay. Hey, man.
They're going to be running to and fro looking for the prophets because they're going to be looking for answers.
Right. And we're not going to be out here during that time. That's going to be like, all right, y'all retired now.
Famine the word.
The famine of the word.
It is our retirement.
All right? Because
famine the word here, it's just a waiting
right.
game.
Like, for example, if you know that, if I said this in one of my videos, if you have a cheat sheet to the test, you know you're going to pass. We got the cheat sheet, and that's the Bible. That's Yahweh Bashim outside. Y'all don't have the cheat sheet. So what y'all gonna do? Hey, bro, you know what's gonna happen with this? You know what's gonna happen with that? No, we don't know. But we do.
Ezekiel 3:26. And I will make thy tongue cleave to thy roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shall not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house.
Right. All right. The Lord is going to read that again. I'm sorry.
The Lord said He's going to put their tongue. Basically, the Lord is going to show them.
No.
Ezekiel 3:26. And I will make thy tongue cleave to thy roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shall not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house.
Right. The Lord is going to keep us silent. All right. What's it called? Tongue start to the roof of our mouths. Yeah, we ain't going to say shit.
We ain't going to be able to talk. We ain't going to want to say nothing.
We going to silence is the greatest answer.
Hey, when you think about it, if you take your tongue and put it to the roof of your mouth, you can't talk.
Not at all.
Your tongue is responsible for talking.
And man, when that person is silent, the person that you
if you don't have a tongue, you can't talk.
Hey, that's more scary because you're having more dread. Like, man, did I say something? What does he mean? Like, what's going to happen? That's the time that's coming. Yo, that's a scary thing to not know what's happening. It's better to know than not to know. It's better to know what's coming. Hey, if I was an Edomite and I know I was going to go into slavery, man, I would have lost it. It's better to know than not to know. If I knew that the world was coming to an end, man, I would have known. But you people do not know. Y'all don't even know what's coming. Y'all don't know that. Do you even know that children are about to die in the worst way possible? Babies are going to be slaughtered. They're already being slaughtered, but physically, like with a harsh
where everybody can see it.
What's that scripture? Death by pain.
Yeah, bro, that's why I hate this place.
Y'all NPCs, man. Y'all
Amos
non-valuable players.
8:13. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst.
Right.
They that swear by the sin of Samaria and say, yeah, I'm about to say that's mine.
Wait, read that again. My fault. Read the first one. Yeah.
In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst.
Right. Y'all young, all the kids, women, y'all gonna be dying from starvation.
And not just thirst.
Dying
But thirst in the
thirst
word.
the word. Slaki.
No, it's twofold.
No, you right.
You're right. It's twofold. Remember, the word is the living waters.
Right.
So they're gonna die of thirst because they're gonna be looking for what? Answers. They're gonna be looking for something spiritual. They're gonna be looking because they're gonna be seeing aberrations. They're gonna be seeing things that put it like this. They're gonna be seeing things that they only thought they could see in movies.
Bird
So they're
box,
gonna be like, yo, bro,
Hey,
this shit is
happening.
really
Hey,
happening.
through the spirit, which is that these things are already happening.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, did you see all them drones I sent you with the military helicopters?
Yeah,
It's
that's
about
what I'm
to
telling you.
the shit about to go down.
What?
The military helicopters and
I was
all
gonna
that
get
shit.
into that. Remember, we
Right?
get into it right now.
Yeah, I mean, all over the country, they moving in what?
They mobilizing.
They mobilizing military equipment. And these people
Oh, yeah.
walking around totally oblivious.
Mind you, so the blue trucks, which is the UN, they got UN tanks and trucks and FEMA trucks all up in Canada, waiting at the border.
Right.
Waiting at the border. And mind you, all of a sudden, infrastructures all over the country are being what? Blown up or dismantled, right? Then they're having, chemical spills everywhere to contaminate the water and food. Then they made all the farmers do what? They made all the farmers either sell their crops or destroy their crops. And then who came in and bought all the crops? Bought all the farms. Build snakes, right? You got to think.
Don't forget about the food factories.
Yeah,
burned down.
food factories.
And livestock.
Food factories burning down, livestock, chickens that had to be, poultry and chickens that had to be killed. You got to remember, all of these things, if from the process of elimination, is a siege. Because when you want to siege a kingdom, what do? You cut off what? Infrastructure. You cut off resources. You mess with the water. You mess with the food. You mess with their power source. Right? And what you do is you starve them out. And then what happens when you start starving people out? Diseases and pestilence start to run rampant because you got what? You'll have rats and flies and maggots and everything. You know? So then all of a sudden, then what do? So what do you think the so-called white man's going to do? You think the devil in the Bible?
You had all out hell breaking loose.
Yep, because why is hell breaking loose? Because of the lack of what?
Resources.
Exactly.
Right.
And then what are they going to do then? Then they're going to come in with them UN troops.
Well, motherfuckers going to start killing each other.
Killing each other.
You know what I'm saying?
Chaos is going to
Then the
happen.
troops come in. Hey, it's going to be like an onslaught of just like one thing after another.
Yeah, chaos is going to come in after so many people are dead. This is going to be that great reset where they're going to send in. Where they're going to implement martial law, but they're not going to do it with our own military. They're going to use the UN military. The reason why is because the atrocities that are going to happen with the military. Anybody that's in the American military ain't going to be wanting to do that to their own people if they're really patriots. So what they're going to do is they're going to bring in a foreign military to take over.
Right.
All right. This is what's happening right now.
And that's predictive programming. Y'all saw the movie Red Dawn, or this video game called Homeland.
Red Dawn. Red Dawn's good. Red Dawn was when
But the first one was on it.
Hey, the movie Bushwick.
That's what you said.
No. Bushwick.
You can make it through what, a half a block.
That shit was
You trying to get from one block to the next.
It was a sniper.
That shit happened quick too.
That shit. When it first came on, it was in the subway.
That's what I mean. It started within
But
a
I'm gonna tell you why Bushwick is very.
Bushwick was crazy.
Bushwick is plausible because you already got states like we got Texas and Florida already pushing away Fed now. They said we're not signing the treaty. We're already put a bill out that we're not going to do it in our states. And what that's going to do? Remember what did Texas do about a year ago? They also were trying to have what to become their own country so they can have their own gun laws. Guess what? That's the South versus the North. Civil war going to break out as well because you're going to have those Proud Boys talk about this, our country. We're not going to let y'all Fed now us, chip us, and all of that. That's going to be that great insurrection, man. You know, it's going to be so much going on.
All right. I heard something like that in the world that it could have changed, but they said California could be its own country. Because during that time, it was just like, I was like in what, middle school when I heard that?
Man, that shit gonna become an island. Texas, yeah.
Texas is gonna be its own country. They already been trying.
Contrary to popular belief, Texas is running off its own energy grid.
Yep.
It's not connected to the Western United States, right?
Even the gun laws, their agriculture, their beef, everything over in Texas, they like, look, we do it. The Davis man, they need all that shit. Well, yeah, but Texas, the way Texas was set up, remember, Texas is one of the last states that even want to join the fucking
Louisiana.
And it's ironic how the last purge happened in Texas. Well, no, the forever purge. The forever purge.
You know what I'm saying? That was
Oh yeah,
And then there was a war.
There are going to be states that are going to join that.
Northern Kingdom against the Edomites, bro.
What you got, Op?
I got some real quick. It's Second Esdras 5:1. It says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith.
Damn.
Going back into that famine of the word, man.
Hey man, it said what? A great number?
Yeah.
A great number of people are going to be taken off the earth? It's what?
I think it says I think it's supposed to be a third of the people.
Right. But man, you gotta think that's 8 billion people on the planet, bro. 8 billion people. That's a what's it called? A near massive
33.
level event.
33.
It's 3?
Yeah,
33.
8 million is 2.5 billion.
Okay.
Yeah,
About 2.6 billion we taking off the face of the earth.
Damn, it's a little more.
That's going, bro. I don't think people realize.
Yeah, that's a
going
lot.
from 8 billion to 5 billion, it's a big difference,
That's a
bro.
huge fucking difference. That's a fucking lot of people, bro. That's a lot.
Put it like this,
That's
make it easier. 1 out of every 3 people going to die.
Right. That's
1 out of every
bad,
3.
bro.
Not 1 out of every 10, not 1 out of every 100. It's 1 out of every 3.
and that's also that like maybe out of 1 out of 2 people lost somebody immediate, like a close sibling. A high chance you're gonna lose somebody.
Hey, man.
Like, very important.
He had to clear 9 buildings by now. I know he
Yeah, because
Well, no.
if you think about it, you got
They
death
did
to birth ratio.
The death to birth ratio is crazy. These young Generation Z's not having babies like we did, like millennials did.
Right.
They're not having babies, and also the elderly. So there's more elderly than there is babies being born. Right. These motherfuckers gonna die off.
that's some
and
children of men type shit. Like that's
It's a little more on here.
Really, that account for Esau, though.
Right.
Oh, no, I think they did it per capita. No, you know Jake gonna be doing what we do.
Right. Listen, we still having more babies than we got Eve killing babies. But we still dropping. You know?
Got a scripture?
And Esau gonna make it, put it in their favor anyway. They're gonna say, we be out here, all you see is Eve pushing carriages and shit. You get like, you might get a handful of Edomites you see with like a baby and shit.
Jake definitely still, you know what I'm saying? My sister pregnant, just
Yeah,
dropped
he
you know
be
what I
having
mean?
motherfucking babies in the carriage, on top of the carriage, under the carriage with a motherfucking bottle.
Jake definitely still wants some
One
fruit.
J, you got one
Baby
J
holding
holding
on
3
to the
sets.
carriage.
3 little niggas in that joint. Bang,
You
bang,
already
bang.
know.
They got strollers with bunk beds and shit in there. Got 3, bang, bang, bang.
All be like
Head
the
to
same
foot.
age.
Head to
They all be
foot.
like the same age.
I know.
9 months apart and
16. Me and Shallow woman this shit, like 18 months apart. Damn near like 15.
You know what I mean?
I got more. It's a couple more.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
The second Esdras 5:2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, and thou hast heard. It says, or that thou hast heard long ago, and the land that thou seest now to have root shall see wasted suddenly. It says, but if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the 3rd trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day. I'm gonna stop there. Those are just signs of the end, man. You got the famine of the word, the signs in the heavens, the stars and the moon withdrawn in their light. You know what I mean? Sedition among men. These are all signs of the end.
Pestilence.
Yep, that's the list. That was it.
I got some.
I got that joint. You want to get out
Yo,
to
y'all notice? Have y'all been noticing like when you go on like news articles, it'd be like 60% all alphabet people shit.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yo, every time I go in, it'd be like this. It'd be like, oh, factory something, LGB, something. trend this. Something.
Did you see-
Lawmakers issue
Hey,
new.
did
I
you
was
see,
like,
I
bro.
think NATO, they replaced all the country flags with the rainbow flags.
Oh wow.
You ain't see that?
That don't surprise now.
Yeah. So they let you know, look, we all in. You know what I'm saying?
That's why the world is going to be destroyed. These motherfuckers don't understand.
Hey, Baba Kashad, somebody could look that up. Baba Kashad.
I got it.
I seen it.
It ain't Solomon Gomorrah no more. It's the world,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got something, brothers.
It's only a few countries left.
6 and 18.
It's really about.
And it says, and it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh, and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make an inquisition of them what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled. It says, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The book shall be opened before the firmament. It says, they shall see all together. It says, and the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. Their women with child shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months. Oh, and they shall live and be raised up. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places, this is the point, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the 4 storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
What's that?
And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. They're gonna break.
Oh no, I thought you were still reading. My fault. Go ahead.
I just rolled.
No, I was.
My man rolled the whole scroll.
Read that whole chapter again, Ox.
Hold on. Yeah, no, that's cool.
No,
read it again. I gotta do it all.
I gotta do that. I gotta do doing that
If
though.
it's wrong, I remember it though.
No, it's
I be
fine.
hitting these drugs.
But
at the end of the day, I'll break it.
No, it's cool.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather break it than read it again. Right? At the end of the day, when it say that what? That 4 storehouses gonna be suddenly found empty. Right? That the Lord is visiting the world which He made, or basically making an inquisition of His people, man. All right, all these things that's being brought upon the earth is because the Lord has a controversy with this world for the things that they have done to His people and the transgression they have committed against Him. So He's drawing nigh, and what it says, the 4 storehouses should be suddenly found empty. All right, your Walmarts, your fresh grocers, all right, your Targets, your meat market, all right. These stores, you're going to go in them and they're going to be empty. And these things that we're talking about is in the very near future. We're talking about these things can very well be happening within days or weeks. All right, this is not something that's going to be afar off.
That's the different countries coming in with the LGBTQ flag.
Elemental people.
Yeah.
But did you see like when they got the picture of all the flags? The UN changed all the flags.
I think
with the
colors, right?
With the LGBT
Elemental B.
Yeah, Elemental
crew.
OPQRST.
Let me see. I still got more on that.
That's a wicked ass society.
It said, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. Yeah. All right, your TV going to blank out, state of emergency. All right, the dollar has collapsed. All right, America, the stock market crashed. Your 401k is gone. All right, everything that you worked for is done. Right? That this is not a public. This is a public announcement. All right.
This is not a test.
This is not a test.
When I was a kid, that shit comes on at night. That shit crazy.
It says at that time, so friends fight one against another like enemies.
Right.
And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in the 3 hours they shall not run.
Right, yeah. Friends gonna be fighting against each other, man. Family members, relatives, they're gonna be fighting against each other. All right,
and they said what the spring's going to stop.
Yeah, wow.
The water's going to stop running. Hey, and that's 2 folds. All right, that's talking about the water of the living waters. All right, ain't actual water.
That's gonna be crazy when we wake up and he turn the knob.
Because when the power go out, everything stops, man. Because all these things need electricity to move. It needs to pump the water, to pump your gas. All right, to move your trucks. All right, it's a what you call a domino effect.
Right, man, that's crazy.
All right, one thing leads to another. Hey, man, these people are fully on board. All right, to be destroyed, man. You see it, man. All right, if you don't see some type of abomination, LGBTQ, somebody representing that crew by way of some type of knick-knack that they got on, a purse, a scarf, some earrings. All right, you see a motherfucker walking up the street with a mask. All right, you'll see a motherfucker walking up the street with satanic apparel on. All right, paraphernalia. All right, so you people are set, all right, in wickedness, man.
Right.
All right. What you got, Doc?
He said, you want what? Wickedness polluted out? That was all I had to say.
Yeah, he got
Their sins have reached up into heaven.
Yeah, I got it.
Second Ezra 15:6. Start at 5. 15 and 5. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Right. Hey, the Lord's gonna bring. Man, that sounded like a combo. He said pestilence, death, war, and what? Famine and destruction. That's a what's a quadruple combo to all you people. And y'all ain't gonna handle that.
It's a 4-piece
Hey, y'all not gonna
McNugget.
handle none of that. Here it is, gonna be getting sick from the deadly pestilence that's gonna be impossible to cure, and then you're gonna be looking for food. It's not gonna be no more food, and then the places that you're looking for shelter are gonna be destroyed, and then you're gonna see people that you love and care so much dying in front of you, and none of y'all thinking like, damn, I should really change and get right with the Lord. I should really change and get repent, seek salvation. That's the number one thing. All right.
Yeah, you know
what about my
And the worst-
kids?
And the worst is famine, man. That's the
Famine,
worst.
yeah.
It's better to die by the sword than the famine. That famine, boy.
I mean, to you. No, man, no. Famine.
I think famine is worse.
Scripture say it's worse than
It's the worst. That's the worst,
They say
bro.
that's worse than famine.
That's slowly dying. Your body eating itself from the inside out.
And people gonna be looking for other people to eat.
The sword might be a couple minutes of pain.
Yeah, man, gets like stuck.
You start bleeding out.
Sucks, but
You start bleeding out. You feel a lot of pressure.
yeah.
Next thing you know, you start getting sleepy. Your body going into shock, and then you dead.
You're gonna have these crazy.
It only takes 4 minutes to bleed out.
You're gonna have crazy.
really?
You're gonna
It'll take
have
4
crazy
minutes.
Edomites, bro.
Your body holds
You're gonna be having crazy Edomites, bro, that are cannibals.
Your
that
body
wanna
holds
keep
about
people
5 to
alive
6
just
liters of blood.
just to get their adrenochrome.
It only
Scare
takes
'em,
4
bleed
minutes
'em,
to bleed out.
Patch them up. Scare them.
Depending on how.
And then when they
fluid
done
the
getting
blood
this,
is
they
flowing.
eye off, then they gonna kill you and eat you. Right. That shit might take a week or two.
Oh, you seen that, John? Yeah, I just put it together
like,
too.
Stocks of people like under, how can I say it? In storage. They show you
Got
that
like
in
a
the
little
movie The Road.
pull-up bar,
when the
dips.
father and the son went into that
Let's
house.
get this real
they
quick.
saw them eating
Lamentations
like-
4:9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these find their way stricken through for the want of the fruits of the field. Right. So it's better to die in the sword. Why? Because it's a quick death. And even if a motherfucker burn you up, and you rather die getting burned up, why? Because you gonna burn up, that shit gonna hurt, but eventually your body going to shock. And
You
get
dead,
numb,
bro.
and then you just pass out.
When
And then
When all your
next thing you know, you in the spirit world.
when all your nerves, when
Then I got
all your nerves
Oh,
are
man.
feeling themselves burn, when all your nerves, then when your nerves singe off, then the pain go away. But you gotta think. Let's just say they start to, you know how they used to do it back in the day, from your feet up, and then you just cooking. Ah!
adjustable.
Give me 15 minutes.
From
of
like
you-
here.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
that's judgment though.
Wait, like, what you mean, like,
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen to the elect though.
No, I know that.
The Lord gonna make you know, we're gonna get, you know, we'll get our
It's
death
not
is
like-
gonna be quick and painless, which is behead.
Just you on it for the most
I
part.
got Revelation 18, man. I'm holding that. What? The sins of vision to the heavens.
Yeah, we got a piece of safety too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that was Ezekiel 14. You just read from?
Lamentations.
Lamentations 4.
Oh, that's 4. It's 4.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, this is you got it first. This is 1 Thessalonians 5, starting at I'm starting at 2. In fact, no, I'm starting at 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Right.
For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Right, y'all in peace and safety mode. Y'all like to go out to eat, go out to a favorite restaurant, get some clothes and all that type of bullshit, going shopping. Y'all talking about various things that doesn't even matter. But sudden destruction coming upon y'all like that. The Lord ain't giving you, at this certain time, Jacob's trouble's gonna come. And we're at the point where anything can happen. You heard that saying, expect the unexpected. Anything can happen. All right. Tomorrow, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen next week. All right, but we have the blueprint of what's coming in the future, and that's Jacob's trouble. All right, that's the ICBM missiles. All right, I want to say the mark, the Karagma, various things, apparitions, demons,
Man, Mark of the
mass
Beast.
death, murder. Got anything else? What's the scripture that said the mighty men will scream? I think it's greatest of them, but it said the mighty men will scream by having their hands on the wounds. What's that scripture?
I keep going this
You
way.
mean the men was the mighty men such as as a woman?
Here we go.
That's
Who's that? Who said that? Woman shall
Isn't that
mighty
Job?
men shall travail as a woman.
Oh, okay.
Ain't that
I keep
Job?
on going. It says 1 Thessalonians 5:4. But ye brethren are not in darkness, and that day shall overtake you as a thief. Ye are all children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness.
Right. All right. These people are the children of darkness. We the children of light. All right. We have the full brightness, the full enlightenment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We have the full understanding why things are happening from the beginning to the end. We understand why everything is happening. Okay. But you people don't know what's about to happen. Y'all don't know what's coming. Y'all in darkness. Look at the people's countenance, how they walk, how they act. It's like, damn, do you even have a spirit, bro?
Yo, the fucking world ended. These people are oblivious, yo.
Oblivious.
They
Now
act like
I know
it's
what
just
no
a
one's
regular
talking
day,
about.
man.
Yo, don't
Hey,
look
that's why
up.
it's gonna be beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Don't look up. Whatever you do.
These people, hey, the world ended. The world is literally ending. All right, the world is damn near on the verge of nuclear war. All right, these people walking around like ain't shit happening, man.
They got all the time in the world.
Just like, you know,
I mean, what they gonna do?
They can do anyway.
What they gonna do?
hey, but you know,
Especially the heathen. And for real, it's really Jake that need to get their shit together, bro.
It's nothing that these people could do, but ultimately, like, you don't see, like, and when I say that, I mean like this.
Nobody's in a state of panic.
No, like for example, we know nobody could do nothing, right? But the sense of urgency that they should be showing is being at the altar, asking questions. What can I do? How, you know what I mean? What's going on? And there's nobody doing that. So that goes to show you what that pride, that sense of not giving a fuck, just being totally oblivious. And you see all these things going on, you would think that we should have a fucking a line from head around the corner.
City Hall, like,
you know what I'm saying? This whole shit should be packed up with motherfuckers asking questions and taking notes.
That go back to the family of the word.
They should run to and fro to seek the word and now find it. That's when it's going to happen, but it's going to be too late.
These people are spiritually procrastinating. They're going to wait till the last minute to went in.
Because technically, you can't do nothing about it. Then, okay, what the fuck? You can't do nothing. You can't. It's out of your control. But when you look at it in hindsight, hey man, it should be 100 people up here, pretty much inquiring or trying to find out, you know, what can they do to be delivered. and yo, you don't have nobody. So that shows you what these people are willingly ignorant.
I got more meat. It's 1 Thessalonians 5:6. Therefore, let us not sleep, as do others, but let us watch and be sober.
Right. And brothers are looking up articles, doing research of what's to come. They looking at articles on rumors of war or famine or pestilence all the time.
All me and Ariana do is, you know, TikTok send each other videos back and forth, bro. You see this?
Hey, see the spirit, like I said, let us not be in sleep as others. And that's basically what I was just saying.
Yeah, God, that's what I
these people
put
are
it
asleep.
Yeah.
All right, hey, these people are fucking knocked out at the will, man.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And like I said, once again, what shows you that is that they not up here inquiring of the men of the Lord. They're not asking. They're not, you know, they're not asking things that will retain to what their salvation. They're just walking past like we're not even here. So what? They're sleeping. All right, well, we're not in darkness. We're not sleeping. All right, because it's going to go on to say, go on. Yep.
Verse 7. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night.
Right.
But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation.
Right. They're in the night. What's that? What you say?
Yeah, yep. It goes into it says, for they that sleep, sleep in the night.
Yeah, they sleep in the night. Okay, they're in darkness, complete darkness. Okay, everything about them is dark. What they do, how they speak, how they act. These people, man, they're demons, bro. They don't even know. That's how prideful and arrogant that they're in so much complete darkness that they don't even know what they're doing. Okay, but we know what we're doing. We know what we're doing right now. We're in spiritual life. Okay, and we can see everything.
You know what's a lot too, brother. And also, whenever the information when the ministry is presented to them in their face, they also don't even inquire.
Yeah,
you know, they don't consider at all, like it says in Isaiah the 1st chapter.
Right, because if you was in school and if you didn't understand anything, you would ask the teacher, like, man, sir, I don't understand this, what you said on this question. But if you don't ask questions, hey, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. So, like,
You also got to understand, these people don't respect us.
exactly.
These people don't reverence us towards anything other than niggas.
Hey, but that's the beautiful part about
It
it.
is beautiful.
That's why it says that are these those that we had in derision?
Yeah,
That's why that scripture's going to
The Lord set up the salvation right in front of your face, right under your nose, and you just walk by it because you was thinking carnal. Right? You wasn't thinking spiritual. Hey, that's like Yahweh Shai. Under the Lord, how did he come? He came on a donkey. He could have came on a white horse.
He came in a chariot.
Stallion.
What golden armor?
He came on the chariot.
Could have came stunting.
Honestly, he didn't even have to touch the ground. He could have just came through smoking like
But Yahweh Shai already like, nah, I'm gonna come through stun at some point. So it is what it is.
It ain't my time right now.
How did he come though? He came through meek. He came through humble. Why? Because because Jake is attracted to flashiness, man.
We are.
Jake want to be down. Oh man, he that fucking bull. This, that, and the third.
That's why certain cats get a lot of love.
Yahweh Shai wanted to see who was going to love you for him.
Exactly.
All right. Matter of fact, there's a scripture that goes into that where it says, a friend.
A friend cannot be known in prosperity.
It's right, man. That
Yeah,
Friends to prove himself.
a friend can't be known in prosperity.
Naomi's good? Okay.
Good to see you.
Shai, he was over playing his ball for adversity.
Yep.
Ecclesiastes 6:7.
Sound about right.
That's another one.
Proverbs 17:17. A brother is born for adversity.
Yeah.
Brother for adversity, prove a friend.
I got it.
It's proof
You
of
got it out, bring it out.
Sirach 12:8. Let me see if I can start it up. Hold on. Shalak. Okay. Sirach 12:8. a friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity.
So there you go. All right, because if Yahweh Shah would have came, flashy, then everybody would have been one. Because hey, everybody love you when you up. All right, let me go and see who gonna love me when I'm down. So that's how he sent his men out. All right, as meek and lonely, poor looking. All right,
made a spectacle.
Yeah, made a spectacle, and see who will accept us then. And because if you accept us, by default, you accept Yahweh Shai. And if you accept Yahweh Shai, you accept Yahweh. And that's who Yahweh Shai looking for.
The inward man.
God, the inward man. God, you got more than that?
That's Samuel. The Lord doesn't look for the outer man, he looks for the heart. So,
Yeah, the inward man.
It says,
I don't even like
in the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved.
This is conditions of the battle.
my eyes burning.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 9, in prosperity of a man's enemies, so like it, in the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but in the adversity, even a friend will depart.
See? So the Lord is saying what? Hey, Salakia, brother, can you hit that again?
In prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity, even a friend will depart.
Yeah, even when adversity comes, like his friend will depart, man. All right, that's why you have movies where a guy, well, he'll act like Coming to America. You know what I'm saying? He acted like he was a broke, regular nigga to see if the chick was gonna love him for him and not because of what he had. Right? So likewise, us coming out here, what we're coming in the steed of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Right. All right, meek, lonely. All right, looking like hey, and that's really the stumbling block. All right, using rough speech. All right, that's the test to see, are you really with the Lord? Or are you not? Oh no, somebody was holding something.
I got Revelations 18.
No, I
had a precept that my brother said.
Piece of safety.
Yeah, I bring it out. Bring it out again.
No, somebody was holding something.
I had Revelations 18.
I had more. You didn't have more, which was reading the Thessalonians it was?
What you had?
Oh, I was in that's a rap.
Revelations 18.
yes,
Sends that reaches to the heavens. I've been holding that. You told me to hold it.
Hold that.
Matthew 24:37.
Matter of fact, bring out piece of safety again. Then,
You mean to break it down? You can't break it down.
yeah.
Hold that.
All right, this is 1 Thessalonians.
Grab that.
To the point. What's the point? First Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Right. Peace and safety. Y'all shopping, lolly-dallying down the street, up and down the street, driving to work, coming from work. It's like an everyday life. But sudden destruction is coming upon you. Like I said earlier, expect the unexpected. All right? Anything can happen. You could be at work and Jacob Trouble could be like that. You could be at school or whatever, and Jacob Trouble could be at the door. All right? And it's going to be no escape.
It's like the movie, the movie Bushwick. They came up out the subway.
Yeah.
Shit going off. Boom.
Boom. They was cool.
Yeah, it was like a regular day.
Yo, then the bull died first too, right in front of him.
He was going up the steps. It got blown back. You know what I mean? It'd be just like that. All hell break loose, man.
Yeah, that was the topic of the week at the time too. Yeah, all brothers should watch
destruction, man. Right?
That's going to be a scary thing. That's going to be a scary
You
thing.
could be out here one minute, hey, all the power go out. You hear explosions going on. Boom, boom, boom. You see motherfuckers trying to buck traffic, car accidents, motherfuckers, you know what I mean, screaming and hollering. You know what I mean?
Every time with that, nah, I mean.
Oh, yo, you know what too? So y'all brothers, check out the new Black Mirror came out.
Yeah,
look up the one Demon 79 and go into the nukes and how the end of the world and all that spiritual
I ain't
shit.
get to that episode yet.
Yeah, Demon 79. That's crazy.
And your highways are gonna be blocked. Or y'all heard what happened to I-95? That shit collapsed.
That was done.
But that was a strategic. That was strategic. Tactical plant. Man.
That shit was super sus.
You know what's crazy? I didn't know it was in Philly.
A tanker underneath the fuck out.
On fire. That
It's
shit.
never nothing underneath that fucking
Super sus.
They've been working on that fucking area for like the past 2 years.
Just to blow it up.
Just to blow it up.
And I think I would.
So we done work on that shit. Keep you niggas in, man.
Blow that shit up. Now 95 gonna be shut down for like that little area gonna be shut down for years, bro.
They blew up I-95.
We gonna be in the
And
kingdom.
then a couple of days later,
By the time they even try to get to that shit.
now they moving military vehicles all throughout all the major cities.
Right.
How convenient.
It was a clip. Right down the street, there was 2 amphibian tanks. Right downtown Philadelphia. And none of y'all like thinking like, damn, something really big about to happen. I should really get right with God or something. No, what's that word? Humanitarian thoughts. Like, man, what can I do better to not get in this upcoming danger?
They don't know there's an upcoming danger. They're not listening. They're asleep.
No
conscience. No.
They don't get that.
They don't have the prudence to even conceive the thought that something big is gonna happen when they see small little things.
Yeah. Thank you.
Matthew 24:37.
It's called critical thinking.
But as the days of Noah, so were also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Right. All right. Eating and drinking, going into marriage. All right. Y'all like going to Cheesecake Factory and in various big, huge restaurants.
They're doing exactly what they're doing right now.
Like, come on, man. There it is. The world about to end, but you thinking, man, I should get a slice of pizza right now. Like, come on. Like, are you serious? Like, a lot of people are about to die. It's the same days and the days of Noah.
And
really, these people have no hope, man. Because these people ultimately, they don't believe in the Heavenly Father.
Exactly.
They don't believe in.
Now that's the big kicker right there. It's not that they
don't know they're about to die. They don't believe in
They
the Heavenly
know,
Father.
they just don't believe.
So they like, man, look, man, fuck it.
They didn't all heard 1,000 conspiracy theories, quote unquote, in their lifetime. They don't believe.
that's why I say pride goes before destruction, man. Because they pride, they don't believe in the truth. They're going to be destroyed.
Yo, and that's why you're going to have sedition among men with the government. Why? Because it's going to get to a point where these people, they figure, look, if we don't step in and try to deliver ourselves, then we done. You know what I mean? So they're going to go up against the government. All right, that's what's going to create sedition among men, civil war. Because these people going, what? They don't believe in God. They don't believe, so they're going to think what? They can deliver themselves.
They're going to think of the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, to do what? They said fight off tyranny from the government. So they're going to be, and that's what I said earlier, the Proud Boys going to be like, not our government, not our country. There you go.
And the war already started, man. Ephesians, it talks about, it's principalities and wickedness in high places. And it ain't about the flesh and blood. And the war already started spiritually. All right, and a lot of you people walk around as just dead meat bags, man. All right, just waiting for your heart to stop.
Anything else?
I got Revelation 12:12. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
Man, this man Esau, man, he got a short time. But he only got like 1 minute to the clock, so he gonna do everything in his power to destroy this place. To how can I say, to stretch out his power. All right.
He's going to do everything in his power to try to subdue the children of Israel, to offset prophecy is what he's trying to do. He's gonna come down with all types of tactical, everything in his
AI.
armory. AI, yup.
Fucking timeless robot drones.
Yep.
Poisoning your food, poisoning the air, poisoning the water.
Yep.
All right, collapsing the dollar, collapsing the market. He gonna bring it all.
You're like, yo, I need full
You know what I
control.
mean?
I want to control everything you do. I want to even control your sleeping habits. I want to be able to control when the time you take a shit. If I can get that, then I can offset prophecy, and I can be the God of this earth.
Because contrary to popular belief, he's working on the left hand side. And he's got high level demons telling him, look, y'all don't have long. Y'all got to get this thing on the road. Y'all stalling. But that's all. That's all the will of the Heavenly Father. What? What the Lord say? He's shortening the days.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Right? That's all Esau being putting your trick back. Shit, we gotta hurry up, we gotta push this new oil, we gotta get this CBDC on the road, we gotta bring out this chip. Alright, that's all the Lord putting the lion spirit on the mouths of Esau prophets, so what, that he speed this thing up for the election. So that we can get the hell up out of here. But when it comes, it's gonna come fast and hard. Pause.
I got some. Ezekiel 21:9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. Okay, when you go into that word furbished, it means to make bare. Because you're going to know who's the one that's making the sword sharpened. You're going to know who your enemy is if you don't already by now. Esau going to show you he the devil. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Shall we then make mirth? It is consummated the rod of my son as every tree. And he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened, it is furbished, to give it into the hand of the slayer.
Break it up. And who is the slayer, man? All right. So it said that the sword is sharpened and furbished. Furbished means to be rectified or perfected, right? And then it's given into the hands of the slayer. Now who is the slayer, man? Who got the blessing of the sword? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. So the Lord has basically perfected this weapon, right, and gave it into the hands of the slayer, so he can go and do exactly what he was created to do, and that was to slaughter, man.
If I may, brothers. And that sword is many different types of weapons. It's not just an actual sword. It's many devices of Esau.
Just
Right?
like I was saying. All right, the collapse of the dollar, the motherfucking jump shot. All right, the juice crew. Hey, man. Hey, Esau gonna pull out all the stops.
Yep. Esau got some shit.
Yeah, he got some shit.
He got some shit.
Hey, you got all these.
You think Esau got some shit?
Esau got monsters and shit that he created in the underground land. He gonna let all that shit loose. Hey, what the Lord said, what?
Newly created beast. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. The Lord was like, mind you, I created the
wasted the Smith
created the waster to destroy.
Esau gonna let it all out, man. Hey, because this is last hoorah. All right, this is last time for wickedness to reign on earth. That's why the Lord, matter of fact, did somebody get that? There should be a time like no other.
Yeah, Esau got some called satanic super soldiers. That a brother brought up
too.
Hey, brothers,
That's
man,
gonna be crazy.
I did a video
Super soldiers.
on Jacob Trouble. They said that joke gonna be 100 times worse than slavery.
Huh?
Yeah, bro.
I mean, it's going to be.
No, it's
Think about
It says it's going to be a time like never before.
Real quick, before you, Psalm 17 and 13. It says, arise, O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him and cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. It's the land back off the brother. Esau Edom is the sword's whipping stick. That's his instrument of correction and destruction.
And we're going to need divine intervention in these times to come. Hey, but hey, we're going to get it. And see the Lord, and that's why the Lord got us coming back. All right, it's going to be. That's why the Lord said, Yahweh Shai said, the works that I do, my men shall do greater. Why? Because we're in a time where those works are going to have to be required.
Yeah, require is a good word.
We can't. You know what I mean? How can we go against this devil when he got motherfucking satellites up in the heavens that can shoot lasers down on you, man? How we gonna go up against that, man?
I just see something where they can look through your walls based off the Wi-Fi in your house.
Exactly.
Oh shit.
All right. They can tell you. They can tell you. They can tell if you home. All right, by using your smart meter, man. How we gonna go up against that,
They
man?
got robots that gonna predict the next move they
Right?
make. Like,
We need
got some
divine.
shit, man.
We're gonna need divine
just-
intervention.
That's
AI.
just AI.
AI technology. iRobots. All right.
And I'm them Transformers, they got them Jones tucked
Hey, y'all
away.
see that Jones with the
All
Black
them
Mirror?
Jones.
With the little robot? That nigga, he got fucked up. That nigga went in the kitchen and grabbed a knife.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? He went in the kitchen.
That
he
little
like,
dog robot
yeah,
was catching wreck.
yeah.
That shit, they
Hey,
couldn't stop that shit, bro. That shit was
can
crazy.
How can you actually go up
That
against
was a
that?
terrifying, that was a terrifying little John segment.
All right, and they show you that they have those robots.
Yeah. And you know
They done mounted
you know
with
the,
M16.
and you know the bus dynamics, like the robots, they can parkour, backflip, all that crazy shit.
But they
like,
got
And that's niggas show. That's the shit they show to the public.
yeah.
They got some shit that's tucked away.
That's low level.
So first of all, once I seen the one with the 50 cal, I was done. That motherfucker came up, boom, bowed it down. It was like, boom. First of all, 50 cal is so crazy.
Yeah, take your whole
that literally,
body off.
you don't even. It doesn't even have to touch you for it to take your arm off. There's so much heat and everything going through that it'll come through and take everything off.
Hey, that new Transformer movie, where they got them gorillas, they got them gorilla Transformer Jones tucked away.
They got lockdown.
They're gonna put that shit
Shut 'em
in
up.
play.
Shut 'em up.
They ain't just putting that for the movie. They got them shits for in a war.
Right, yeah.
So Esau gonna come with the whole motherfucking gambit. Right, he gonna come with the whole shit, man. Right, they got the self-driving cars and shit. All right, they could be assassinated. Right, they got the self-driving cars. Hey, you get one of them, hey, they can run one of them bitches off the bridge.
Y'all ain't see
Assassination.
Y'all ain't see that new Fast and Furious?
No, I see it.
It's that joint crazy, but spiritually, bro, the technology, wow.
Right? So Esau gonna come. He's gonna come with everything, man.
They did that shit on
Right? Hey, because what they say, a man
show
that got
called
nothing to
Upload.
lose. All right, a man that loses everything, all right, pretty much has nothing to lose. All right, Esau, the elite, all right, they know that on the return of Yahweh Shai, that they're going to lose everything. So what do you do? You fight like hell, man. All right, you put it all out there, man. Right? Esau's going to show his wickedness in full totality, man. From the nobody and the Charlie Edomites drinking 6-pack to the motherfuckers that's the high elites, man. All right, they're going to show their wickedness, okay, on a high level for this last go around. All right, you got something?
I got you. It's Daniel 12:1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince will stand up for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
Come on, man. So the Lord is basically giving us fair warning. There's going to be a time in history like no other. It doesn't matter what war, what pestilence, what destruction you've seen on the earth. There's going to be no other time like the time that we're about to be in. All right? There's going to be so much death and destruction, so much bloodshed that none of you people will be able to fathom it. All right?
People going to lose their mind.
They're going to lose their mind, yeah. People are going to be killing themselves so they can get away from the dangers that's going on. People going to be like, man, I'm going to kill my kids. I think, you know what? My damn baby mom said that. We were talking about Jacob Trouble during my daughter's graduation. You know what she said to me? She said, I'm going to kill my kids and kill myself. I said, you can go ahead and do what you want to do with your son and you. She coming with me. Simple as that. When I make that call, it's time to go. It's time to go, man. You know? But that's just to go how easy people already like, I'm just gonna kill myself. I ain't about to be.
Yeah, that's what death gonna flee. You ain't gonna be able to.
Yeah, and then guess what? Death will flee from you. Right?
You're like, nope, you're gonna go
The
through
Lord, mind you, because mind you, it says not even a bird shall touch the ground without the Lord's sake, right? So nobody's going to die unless the Lord allows it. So if the Lord don't want you to die right now, and you got to go through that judgment and torture, guess what? You're gonna go through that judgment and torture. You don't see people with no arms and half a face Bro, off. we already know you're gonna see a lot of people with no arms. People gonna be cutting off their own arms and cooking and eating. Nah, I'm right-handed. I don't need this one.
Bring up, Jacob Trump.
Yeah, I'm in that little segment. I
We got like three
three
precepts.
of them also on that same time. Yeah, Matthew 24 is starting at I'm gonna start at 19. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But
So this is for woe to them that have little kids and newborn babies, man. Because think about it. Well, every movie you've ever seen, when people are trying to hide, they always got to shut the baby the fuck up. Yeah, get
Quiet
you
Place
fucking
had to
killed.
kill young boy.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
in Walking Dead, they
I
killed
mean,
young boy.
you got to understand, this shit is deadly serious. Go ahead.
And it says, but pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to the time, no, nor ever shall be.
See, great tribulation since the beginning of the world, man. The Lord is giving fair warnings, man. Yo, pray that your flight's not in the winter. And let's be realistic. Everybody been out in the winter. You be out there for a long period of time. You know how like when you hot and heat, you can run, jump, sprint. When it's cold, your bones be brittle, your muscles be tight. The Lord like, look, man, you better pray that your flight not in the winter. And winter symbolizes lack of food production and death and everything die, yeah. So it's gonna be hard to find food or something like that. And heat.
Okay. Last one, it says 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened.
So the Lord is also giving a promise to the elect that he's going to shorten the days, because it's going to be so much death and destruction and bloodshed going out that if he doesn't shorten the days, there won't be any flesh left to save. Everything is either going to be defiled with the chip, going to be defiled with the elemental people, going to be defiled with some, you know what I'm saying, or going to be defiled, you know what I'm saying, or just being killed off or cannibalized, man. Now I got that off.
And that's why I also say, woe to you that with children, man. Because a lot of you people are going to resort to eating your kids. All right, you people are going to resort to cannibalism. All right, what you're going to the kids are they're the least resistance. Right, the kids going to put up the least fight.
Remember that Snowpiercer? He's like, I hate the fact that I know that babies taste the best.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. That's just crazy. People gonna be looking for kids like a delicacy, man.
Yo, you know, I ain't know that we couldn't eat veal, man.
Veal?
Veal, you can't. Baby cow. It's unlawful. By mistake, I believe.
I thought Bill was
baby cow.
Baby cow.
You can't eat veal.
Why?
Eat it anyway.
But you know, in jail they feed you that shit though.
I didn't even know.
But why? I mean, I don't eat it, but I'm curious.
It's a baby cow.
But what?
I think it's got wait for the
I thought it's mature. Oh, okay.
Well, at least like a year old.
I'm not quite sure. I don't want to.
Cause what?
But it says like
Probably like a year old.
I believe you can't eat. If I'm not mistaken, I believe veal, eat a baby cow is unlawful.
I didn't know. Or we can eat a baby sheep.
Well, I know baby cow though.
Hey,
I don't even know about.
You know what?
Baby sheep. I don't know baby sheep either.
Get a young lamb.
Yeah,
of her first year.
Of her first year, that's a.
It's a
but
1 year old
Like you
lamb.
said, it could be a cow in the same aspect.
Okay, I mean,
I'm saying, yeah.
oh, like if it was just born.
I don't know what veal is. Like I don't know how old it is. No, I just don't know how old the baby is. Because if a cow is a 1 year old when it's mature, then it makes sense if it's younger than that.
And like,
What?
I'm like, she must be like,
I got Jacob. It's Jeremiah 30:7 in the NLT. All right. What they say, bro? It says, in all history, there has never been such a time of terror. It will be a time of trouble for my people Israel. Damn. That's pointed directly at 2/3 of our people,
Yeah,
man.
he's
Yo,
low.
man, hey, listen, yo, that's why what I perceive, you know, I watched what's that Rosewood, 12 years a slave. You got the so-called roots. There's a lot of depictions of what our people have been through when it comes to bondage and slavery that was very terrifying. to experience. So when the Lord is saying that Jacob's trouble is going to be like a time never seen before in the history of all mankind, we have seen things that's already crazy, because it also goes into Lamentations 4 and Daniel 9 and 12. Daniel 9 and 12, that it says that there has never been there's no nation on the planet that has ever went through what Jerusalem had went through. I'll be paraphrasing. So, and the atrocities that we have seen also is documented when you got things like buck breaking, taking Jake between two legs and splitting them in half. Those things
knowing that these motherfuckers used to eat us,
right?
Turn our skin into bags,
right?
Chairs, fucking clothes, wallets, belts,
right?
Bro, just knowing that kind of shit, like how evil can you be to take the skin of another motherfucker and turn it into a belt?
I mean, those terrifying times are documented and seen, and we put it in movies to see how bad it is. And the Lord's saying there's a time coming that's worse than that. Yep. And that's some crazy, scary, shit, man.
And continuing verse 7, in the NLT, it says, yet in the end, they will be saved. That's to the elect.
And you know what? Continue with the brother Ariel was getting into. Those times are so terrible. Those times are so terrible that the Lord going to have to give brothers spiritual power in order to get out of it. It's no other way.
You gotta get. We're gonna have.
You're gonna need divine intervention.
It's impossible. Done. Hey, without it, we done. We finished.
That's literally.
Right?
We can't get us out of this situation.
What's that suggestion of second entrance?
Yeah, 16. No, that's second 15 and 14.
That's how we can tell. Hands down.
Niggas just want to be bummed, bro. Niggas want brothers get in the truth. Bros get in the truth and think, all right, bet I ain't gotta do shit now. All I gotta do is read the Bible. I ain't gotta do nothing.
They're gonna ask you, can you listen to? Like, bro, we out here, we out here. We gonna tell you no.
I think it was just like he want to feel a certain way.
Yeah, like
you want to feel accepted.
But bro, we showed you love. Like, bro, everybody dapped you up. Yeah.
You feel some way?
I mean, listen.
You read the room, bro. You read the
I don't
room.
care, man. I don't care. Come on. Bring second entrance 15, 14. Start at 14.
You got that. I got it. Whoa. Second entrance? Yeah, bring that. I'm gonna bring that.
I love it. I love to hear it. When Ariel does that, it tickles me. I'm happy. I mean, because the brother always be like, Shalom, when he do it, I'm like, yes.
No, I'm just saying,
No, it's a beautiful thing, brother. It's a beautiful thing, brother. I'm not saying
somebody who perceived that kind of felt left out or something.
From my personal and professional opinion, yes. I've worked with people in customer service and different things for a very long time. I know how to read. I know how to read energy, bro.
Oh, he's definitely not getting on my.
Second Esdras 15 and 14.
But I could be wrong.
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Right.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Don, this is literally the cadence we've been speaking since we first walked out here. Destruction, it says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, because destruction is nigh. Destruction is at his hand. Destruction is on the way. Great judgments are on the way, man. It says one people shall sit and fight against another people, man. We were talking about that too. That's civil war. That's going to be race wars. That's going to be World War III, which has already started. Go ahead.
God. It's verse 16. But there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their own power.
See, it says there should be sedition among men. That's anarchy. That's complete anarchy. They're not going to regard their kings or their princes, meaning the laws of the land, the federal jurisdictions, the city jurisdictions, the state jurisdictions. They're not going to care about it because of it's actually going to tell you, but people are not going to care about the cops. They're going to be like, Popo coming. Who gives a fuck? They're going to be like,
it was already like that.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
When they was rioting,
yeah, they're going to be like, kill him too. Police are going to be targeted. Speaking of jail, they're going to go in jail, going to escape. They're going to find a way. That's good ground. And you know they ain't even. Yo, keep going.
That's verse 17. Second Esdras 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and before the great tribulation.
And see, that's the main thing. We just brought that out earlier, man. Because so Esau, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, has systematically been moving his pieces around to do exactly what's being said in the Bible right now. He's literally cutting off he's poisoning the water, cutting off the food supply, going to cut off the energy supply. He's also cultivating oasis of everyone hates each other. Everyone talking about equality. Let's be realistic. More and more people hate each other. Now when you got a lack of bread and resources, that hatred's going to come out, man.
And the motherfuckers be irritated.
Irritated. Yeah, all the time. Bro, I'm irritated. I'm irritated standing out here watching these motherfuckers walking up and down the street. So, mind you, and I'm a spiritual man, not carnal. Just think about people that don't have Yahweh Shemel Shah or have the hope of even understanding Yahweh Shemel Shah. They're going to be out here playing for keeps. We already know in Philadelphia right now, you say something wrong, no one's fighting, they're shooting you. What do you think it's going to be like in the very near future, man? All over the country, man.
Salakia, brothers. That's that one brother right there. That's the brother right there that was like that when the one boy tried to come up with the gap. The boy was like, yo, I got y'all his.
Yeah, look at this shit, yo.
Yeah, he did.
I-95 detours get detoured as pole comes down on car.
Yep.
Damn. So the detour got detoured.
Yeah, bro. Like, even when on my way back home.
Yo, that's crazy.
On my way back home, I'm not taking 95.
Yeah, man.
Bro, I tried to come when I came from work coming over the bridge. Bro, the cops had everything blocked off downtown. I'm like, yo, man, this shit's annoying, bro. I hate this place, man. I can't wait to fly.
The hair mango. Oh shit.
I like that. I can't wait to fly.
I can't wait to fly. Transportation, flying and teleportation. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm going to be they're going to like Shalawami the teleport. I'm going to be like, where you going? Through. Y'all race you through. I'm not racing you doing nothing. No, we got more on it.
I'm still in the second edges.
Go ahead.
The second edge is 15. In verse 20, behold, saith Yahweh, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and from Lebanon, to turn themselves against one another and repay the things that they have done to them.
And this is Salakia, and this is World War III. He said, I will call all the kings of the earth, not just a certain region or parts of the earth. He said, all the kings of the earth to reverence me, to pay the fuck attention, to understand who I am. I am the God of gods. I am the power of all powers. And I'm going to make all y'all what? Fight each other in World War III. I'm going to have y'all kill each other off, and then I'm going to send my son back and do what? Overkill to kill the rest of y'all off, man. Go ahead.
It says, verse 21, like as they do yet this day unto my children, so will I do also, and recompense them in their bosom, thus saith the Lord Yahweh.
So how they sit here and destroy us, they systematically oppress us, the Lord is going to do the same thing to them, man.
Zechariah 2:8. It says, for thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah of hosts, which goes in the armies, after the glory have he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye.
See, and this is exactly why the Lord, because of the controversy of Zion, you might as well grab that too. Because of the controversy of Zion, the Lord is going to recompense his people, his men, man. The Lord said we are the apple of his eye, man. What do you do when somebody touches the apple of your eye, man? You get vengeance, man.
I'll bring it on now. It's Isaiah 34, starting at let me start at 6. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For Yahweh Shemel Shah have a sacrifice of Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
God, and what is Basra and Idumea? Basra and Idumea were cities for the nation of Edom, man, Esau, Edom. And today, those nations are scattered around the world, but that's Europe and America, man. The Lord is going to have a great slaughter in Basra and Idumea, man. So America is going to pay for all the atrocities it's done to the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, man.
And all you so-called white people are going to get first-hand accounts of the destruction that's coming,
Hey,
man.
let me get this real quick. It says the phrase apple of my eye refers in English to something or someone that one cherishes above all others. Originally, the phrase was simply an addendum referring to the pupil of the eye.
Yep.
So
Man.
there
So
you go.
to the Lord, we are His precious. It's one of His, matter of fact, His most prized possession. He's like, this is my favorite. Mind you, because the scriptures tell us that the Lord got a favorite everything, and the favorite people to go with it. All right, and we are His favorite, man.
Yeah.
And because of that, you people have to pay.
And
man.
you know what's beautiful is, the Lord made, all humans terrestrial at this point. But we the favorite so crazy that He's like, all right, I know they terrestrial, but I'm gonna have people itself as celestials. Like, that's dope as shit. Like, that's just
well, remember,
like,
we are
dope as shit.
we are the fallen angels. So we were originally in our celestial. We were originally in the celestial, right? And now we in these meat fucking bags. And matter of fact, change the darkness. Matter of fact, get that preset.
There's a lot of those.
No, it talks about the ghost of change the darkness.
Everlasting
We left our state.
First estate.
Yeah.
First estate.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
get that one real quick. Just to
It's Jude 1 and 6.
the water.
Salaki, I may have to start up. Yeah, I'm in 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this. Another scripture pertaining to reincarnation. It says, how that the Lord, having saved His people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believed not, and the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, He hath preserved in everlasting chains under darkness, under the judgment of the great day.
See, look, that's how you can tell you people don't read the Bible, man, because they basically equate. It's talking about fallen angels. The fallen angels are the celestial ones with the tribes of Israel. All right.
And that would pretty much answer Genesis 1, right?
Exactly.
Right, correct.
That's a perfect cut. So look, and it says that we left our original estate to come down and be in these chains of darkness. These bodies, so our spirits are now put into the chains of darkness to do what? To usher out our judgment on the earth. It's our punishment, man.
And not just that, but also to come down here and what? And do the work.
Word, God. Yep.
Hey, the same way how Yahweh Shai. He left his estate to come down here and what? And do the work.
Great way to put that.
And be sacrificed and go up on the and sacrifice his life for what it says, and then the sins of his people.
Let me finish. I got a precept to the angels. 2 Peter 2 and 4. For if Yahweh spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment.
And that's a cut again. That lets you know that there's no such thing as a fiery pit under the ground.
Exactly.
Hell is a state of being. It's on the earth because it says judgment is done underneath the sun. You can grab it real quick just for context. Read that again out. This is the addition.
2 Peter 2:4. For if Yahweh spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell.
And whoa, mind you, who are the angels that sinned? The children of Israel.
God.
Why? Because the children of Israel were the only ones given the law, statutes, and commandments to be able to sin to begin with. So he brought us. So he sent us onto the earth into what? Hell. For what? For our judgment. For our judgment, man.
To make amends for our sins.
And part of that judgment was putting us in this flesh.
Yeah, this is like Ecclesiastes 3, starting at 15. That which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been. And Yahweh required that which is past. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there.
Now, for you wacky-tacky Christians, we all know that the place of judgment is hell, right? You go to hell for your wickedness, right? Well, why is the Lord telling us that the place of judgment is the earth?
It's under the sun.
It's under the sun. Not under the ground, it's under the sun. And then we just equated the angels that left their original estate, the celestial ones, which is the children of Israel, chiefly the elect. You know?
Now, let me back the brother up. Now, being underground is likened unto being in hell, but it's not in the way which the Christians
They got like purgatory and different levels of hell.
if I'm in my
Now it
house,
goes back to Greek mythology.
if I'm in my house and I go in the basement, then I'm considered in hell because I'm now in the underground, right? If somebody got like a what you call a bunker, all right, that's considered digging into hell, digging underground. All right, but it's not in the aspect of you dying, all right, and then your soul go to
and then tormented by demons and the devil with a pitchfork and bullshit.
and red spandex suit. All right, you do have a spiritual demon, Satan.
Yes.
But he's under the jurisdiction of Yahweh Shah and Yahweh, right?
There's a script that says, and though they dig into hell, we talk about in Revelations 2, it talks about when the elite go into put their bunkers under there, it actually says when they dig into hell, it's the ground.
Right, that's why he was saying that,
All right,
But if you listen to it, when they dig into hell, they're digging into something.
Right.
Not saying that hell's underground. Earth is hell, and they're digging into the earth or digging into hell. If you want to have simple
Then, you
language.
know,
It also cuts it because it says when you die, you go to paradise.
right, and also the
spirits go back to the Father.
the Father gave it in the first place.
God, man. It's so many cuts
And
with
then,
that.
and then you can just cut it with, you want to get all precise. When Jonah was in the whale, he was saying how he was in hell. So you cut it with that.
Y'all want to get into the destruction of this place?
I was waiting for that, yeah.
That's good, brother.
After the clip.
Shit, I'm still at 15. This some,
I mean, that's the team, bro. I mean,
yeah, however y'all want to do it. I'm at verse 23. It's
Well, that's
starting to get into
that's still destruction anyway. Go ahead.
What you at 8? Revelation?
Second Esdras 15. So it's back in Second Esdras 15 and verse 23. The fire is going forth from his wrath and hath consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled. Woe to them that sin.
Shalom, you still on the board.
Keep not my commandments, saith the Lord.
Hey, you see
I
somebody
will
pop
not
on there,
spare
go.
them. Go
Shalom.
your way,
Right, I
ye
follow.
children, from the power, and defile not my sanctuary.
So see, this is the Lord speaking to the children of Israel right now, right? He's saying that he's going to punish, man. He said, go away, ye children that have sinned. Who can sin? The children of Israel. So the Lord is basically talking to the children of Israel directly like, yo, judgment is coming, man. Don't think you're going to get past this judgment, man. You rebellious house, you rebellious people who do not want to keep my commandments will be judged and put to death, man. Because the weight of sin is death. What?
It's verse 24, 25, Salaki, 26. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction.
What I just said. The weight of sin is death. So the Lord knows, mind you, the Lord sees all and knows all. So there's no way you can sit here and exempt yourself from the destruction that's coming or the judgment that's coming, because the Lord knows who has sinned against him and his name and in his word. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The Lord even knows who has sinned. He knows what the atrocities that have happened to you. He knows what the so-called white man has done, the Arabs have done, and all other nations have done, man.
I can't wait till the Lord give me that power. I'm gonna killing niggas.
Yo,
At
listen.
the drop of a fucking hat.
Yo, listen, man. Yo, that power, bro.
Here y'all gonna be like, ah!
So far, I told y'all I only had one dream like that, man. That was crazy.
I had a dream that carried.
And I also flew too, like that. Yo, never mind. Go ahead, man. It was so real.
Motherfucker,
And
you
I was
see
able to take
Ariel.
off, like faster and faster. And I
You
went
see
to-
Ariel come through it. You gonna see all his accolades and his titles pop up over his head.
It's gonna be
Ariel,
like, it's gonna be Ariah, the destroyer,
terrible.
the
Slayer,
terrible,
Slayer of
the
Edomites.
righteous, the most righteous of the wickedness.
Number of casualties over his head when he
Number
coming
of-
down and his numbers is
Yo. Ariah gonna be standing in front of us. His casualty count was still gonna be going up. He gonna be like, yo, how you killing people? You not even.
the Lord
Oh
gonna be like,
no,
yo,
I clone myself.
just
They back
chill.
doing the work.
The Lord gonna be like, yo, just chill for a minute. And no chill button. I'm gonna be putting these niggas to death in mass. Y'all gotta go. You know what I mean?
He's like, we must purge them from the face of the earth.
Man, you see these niggas out here, man? Jake, yo, I don't know where these niggas super feminine. These niggas just came out the fucking woodworks like fucking roaches You know how like you'll see one roach in your
Motherfuckers ain't
house.
got no.
Like you'll see
nobody
one roach in your house, you'll kill it, and then you won't like. Cause listen, I'm an expert because I grew up in the hood, so I know about
We all went through it.
right? So what roaches do, you can have roaches, but they won't show themselves because they in low numbers. But when they reach a certain number, that's when they bust out. You know what I mean? Yeah, because they got their numbers up. So then they'll just bust out, and then you be like, damn, where the fuck all these roaches come from? But you been had them though. But roaches know how to. They know how to survive. You know what I mean?
They also sense light and everything.
Yo, what they do is when they in low numbers at night, they send out the little teeny roaches to get food and come back to the nest because they hard to see. The little teeny roaches hard to see.
Bro.
You know what I mean?
Wow. Well, thank the Lord that I ain't got nothing.
Right?
As a motherfucker.
I ain't got nothing.
So you could be like in the night you'll wake up, go to the kitchen. It might be a little teeny roaches, you don't even see them, but they out getting food to take back to the nest. But when they get their numbers up, that's when you start seeing the big roaches. And it's like that's what like these motherfucking LGBT motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember that?
Yo,
Remember that one time when we was over there and the one Elemental P community boy came out of nowhere, but he chilled and he walked off. And when he went like 6 of them Jones,
he come back with the
it's like
it's like yo, where the fuck all these dudes come from, man?
man.
I got that from, what's the boy from Wildin' Out?
Yeah, Carlos Miller.
Carlos Miller. He be like, yeah, the Elemental P community. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that, man.
Go ahead, bro. Just saying.
It's back in second Esdras 15. And 27. It says, for now are the plagues coming to the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For Yahweh shall not deliver you because ye have sinned against him.
See, look, because mind you, Jacob's trouble is for the wicked, not the righteous, right? So the Lord said, when he's coming back to bring salvation, he's coming back for the righteous. But the wicked, those who transgress his law, you're gonna die with the heathen. You're gonna have to have that second death. You're gonna have to feel death by pain. And then when you come back through the loins in your right mind, you're gonna be ashamed.
Shalom, Yahweh. Shalom, Ecclesiasticus 40:9. Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamity, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. 40:10. These things are created for the wicked, and for the sake came the flood.
I just said that. Beautiful. Right? I just said that. It's beautiful. The water.
So bro,
These
that's bro,
things are
Shamgar.
in store for the wicked, man. These things are not in store for the righteous.
No, I think Sirach 39, I think it is. Yeah, there you go.
It might be 39 and 28.
Yeah, it's right in front of there. Feel like somebody took a pic.
What y'all got?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring something out right now. It's Sirach 39. Yeah, it's Sirach 39 and sorry, 27. All these things are for good to the godly. So to the sinners they are turned into evil. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Mind you, and these spirits, man, are evil angels on the left-hand side, or demonic entities that the Lord had created, and these spirits are created for vengeance. And they go out doing exactly what they were created to do. They go out for judgment, destruction, death, murder. These things, these spirits are created for this, man. They only have one purpose, and what they're doing is they're appeasing the Creator that made them. The Lord said, I created you out of fire to destroy with fire. And they go, okay, what you need me to burn?
Right.
Straight like that.
The whole script, they said they get light in their strength too. It says, verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance.
What I just said.
Yep.
That's what I just said. Fire, hell, what?
Famine and death.
There's spirits that were created for famine. There's famine spirits. There's hell spirits. There's wind spirits. There's fire spirits, and they're all created for vengeance. Go ahead.
And it says, teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction.
Punishing the wicked to destruction. All right.
They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. It's like the brother was saying, it was going into, these spirits are on standby. Is what it's trying to say. I'm gonna read that again. It says,
A little less.
It says,
A little
they
less.
shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth. And when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So they on the leash like dogs, ready to
Bro, they
ready to
itching.
go hard
They
about
itching.
it. They itching.
You know how
Right.
motherfuckers be like, I'm itching for that paper. They itching for that fucking judgment. They like, look, I just need the Lord. Come on, man. They probably down here right now, like, man, Lord, come on, man.
You know, similar to
let me get it.
similar to 100 meter dash runners when they're already in ready set mode. As soon as that fire hit, they taking off.
The spirits are probably talking to each other like we talk to each other. How Ariel was like, I can't wait to get these niggas. The spirits probably like, I can't wait till the Lord just say go. Let me go handle this, man. All right.
Real quick, it's
ahead.
Revelation 7:1.
Go ahead.
And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor the sea, nor any tree. Holding back the glare. That's like it.
No, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say they holding back destruction, holding back the judgment, including what? Everything the brother just named.
Like he said.
Vengeance, famine, right? Until the elect is sealed.
Con, all right. That was beautiful. You could jump over to you can jump over to 16. Come on.
Second Esdras 16.
Started like, it's at 14, but you started like 12.
They got a right hand person.
Started at 11. The Lord shall threaten, but who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence?
The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? Go ahead.
The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also. Before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
And mind you, and what are these arrows that are being shot by the ends of the world, man? These arrows are them ICBM nuclear missiles, man. All right? And they're going to be shot from the ends of the earth to utterly destroy Babylon, a.k.a. Egypt, a.k.a. America. All right? Go ahead.
It says 14, behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again, until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward. Even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again.
So basically, when the Lord finally releases those spirits for vengeance and tells the angels that are holding back the winds of destruction to no longer hold the winds of destruction and to be loosed on the earth, there's nothing that can stop it from its motion, man. Everything that has come to the earth must come to pass, man. All right.
What? Verse 17. The beginning. Woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars. The power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Man, these are the beginnings of sorrows, man. All right, this is what Yahweh Shah was quoting in Matthew 24th chapter. Right, these are those scourged for amendment. These are the signs in the heavens and the signs on the earth that the end is come, that the end is nigh, man. All right, and who can stop it? Who can stop any of this from happening? No one. Go ahead.
It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation, and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute. It says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Now, mind you, all these things were scourges for amendment, but who is the Lord trying to amend? The Lord was only trying to amend the children of Israel. So even with all these things coming to the earth, the children of Israel are still going to be stiff-necked, are still going to turn their faces from Yahweh Shem Shah, and not even consider, man. All right, go ahead.
And it says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Nah, man. Sword, famine, and great confusion will still increase upon the earth, even with all these scourges, with all these signs in the heavens of the end times, all these signs that are on the earth of the end times. World War III on the horizon, man. Pestilence, man. Death, destruction going out. Judgment. People are still going to do what? Stay in their wickedness, man. And all they're doing is signing off on their fate, man. You people are making it easy for the Lord to destroy this place, man.
Yeah, or yeah, let's get it.
I'm like, man, I ain't like full of stuff this shit.
Yeah, bro, it's time for y'all to start
Yeah, man.
cleaning up a little bit, man.
Hey, I thought pizza was coming.
No, I was gonna get one, but I'm like,
Black man is God.
I ain't feel like free.
Black man is God.
Hey, that's beautiful.
That's
Hey,
spirit.
hey, we are though.
Yeah, we are gods, right? No, we are gods. Yeah.
We know what he mean by that, but
No, he meant that in the other way.
he meant it in the other
He meant
way.
in that whole text.
Yeah.
The Nuwapian, the chemical shit.
Yeah, but everything worked for
But,
the good
yeah.
of the elect though.
You know what I mean?
We'll take it.
Rising.
Yeah, verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish with famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Now, mind you, I don't know how many of you motherfuckers will escape the hunger, because you Babylonians can't go a fucking hour without eating, bro. I know motherfuckers that snack all day long. I be like,
They
yo,
eat
bro,
every hour on the hour,
like,
bro.
some
You know, some people eat to stress you. Like, just eat just for stress.
well, nah.
Because they bored all the time.
Yeah, that shit work. That shit come out.
It'll do it.
A little bit.
Yeah,
So look,
it'll do it.
if you motherfuckers get past the
what
famine,
I'm doing.
you definitely not getting past that sword.
When you don't
Esau
eat carbs,
coming
you
in-
naturally eat less calories.
Bro,
They're going to barely be making
But
it past the family.
it ain't a.
bro, I do.
It ain't. It ain't a.
I can go. I know for a fact I can go. I did what, 91 hours? I did 91 hours without eating.
I do 2 meals a day. One meal got carbs, the other meal don't.
I can do it. I can do a guaranteed 2 days, nothing.
That's my man, $100 grand right there.
Guaranteed 2 days, nothing.
I forgot this week was Father's Day.
Oh no, we gonna get thanks to the Father. Oh, call hello, you got about you out. I mean, we gonna get it's Father's Day. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
They are Father's Day every day for us.
I know, right? But I'm just saying, when somebody go Happy Father's Day, yeah, you're right. All praise to the Most
All
High.
praise to the Most High,
As
baby.
soon as they say, because you know we gonna hear
All
the
praise to
billion
Heavenly
times.
Father.
All praises. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. You know?
Damn, I just seen that car park. Wow. That was the fastest I ever seen in my life.
Do this
That
shit.
motherfucker, like, I need this.
Yo, he do this. He said,
That's Esau. He like,
What y'all got, yo?
I just seen that
we
car.
second under 16, yo.
That's crazy. He just parked up.
Damn. Oh no, no. You see how quick he threw that under there and ripped it over? Salaki Akim. I ain't never seen none of them do it that fast.
yo, that was like under 30 seconds, bro.
Yeah, and that car just parked.
Bro, this man told this shit in 15 seconds, bro.
He didn't even lock it up. He said, I got it.
Bro, that was in and out.
This
That
nigga,
shit was crazy.
That ain't gonna lie.
yo,
He getting a raise.
that shit was crazy, bro.
That nigga employee in a month. He's like, I do 178 cars every 3 days. Godly. All right, man, first shoot.
Second Ezra 16:23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down.
Yo, get that.
Okay, that's the one.
The blood should be up to the horse's bridle. God, man. So the Lord is saying it's gonna be so much death and destruction going out that the carcasses of you people are gonna be cast out as dung, man. And nobody's gonna lament. Nobody's gonna bury you. And if they do find you and you ain't rotten yet, they gonna cook you and eat you.
It's Revelation 14 and 17.
Yo, that shit a track. Look, somebody else parked right
Yo,
there.
bro.
Mind you,
Get
all
him
you gotta
out.
do is look up. It literally says 12-hour parking, but it says
it goes
motorcycle
on.
and scooters.
People don't read, bro.
People like, oh, it's a
Open
spot right
spot.
here.
We in and out.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
I see a green line, bro. We
Hey,
good.
so you got another one right there. You just park. Get him.
Yo. And they gotta get them out there quick, because that's how they making their money.
Yeah.
Right back.
Get him out of
That's why they
here.
always
And mind
move
you,
so
and mind
fast.
you, PPA is a big stipend for the city for the city's revenue.
Yeah.
So they be like, yo, man, y'all ain't getting enough cars, man. Send more out.
Cause you know, as soon as you tow that car, if you got any tickets on your shit, you gotta pay everything before you get your car back. That's why you can get some cars if you go to like the little PPA auctions.
Oh, you go to yeah.
Yo, you can get some wheels for somebody that owe like $6 grand in tickets, and a car perfectly fine, but they can't. But they can't.
You don't have to pay the $6 grand. They'll just auction off the car.
Yeah, they'll auction off the car.
You can have the car. Like,
You can buy the
It's
car.
still under their fucking name, but you can take the wheel.
That's why you can get a nice wheel from the
Once you
PPA
Once you
auction.
get a new plate, you got the wheel.
No, we about to get up.
Get you a nice John, bro.
It's Revelation 14. I'm gonna start at 17.
Yeah, bro. I'm
It says,
finding
and
out.
another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came out from the altar which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, Thrust in thy sharp sickle and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. And the angel thrust in his sickle in the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into a great winepress of the wrath of Yahweh. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress even unto the horse's bridle by the space of 1,600 furlongs.
So basically, listen, man, the wickedness of this place, the harvest is ripe. The elect is ripe for harvest, and then the wicked is ripe for harvest, man. Right? But in this case, judgment, right? The wicked is ripe for harvest, so much judgment and judgment is going to go out that the blood is going to be up so high up to a horse's bridle, man. The Lord is not playing, man.
You think that, like, yeah, that's a problem. I gotta take a bait, Robin.
Quinceañera.
This is Isaiah 63, starting at 1. It's who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, travailing in the greatness. Travailing in the greatness of his strength, that I speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Mighty to save. And who is this man with this great apparel with all his power? This is Yahweh Shai, who you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. His real name is Yahweh Shai. What?
It says, Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the wine press alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I would tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
So that's another cut for you tacky Christians that think Jesus is all love. He said, I will tread them in my anger. He literally said, I'm going to kill all you so-called white people.
And what the Lord say, in righteousness he do judge and make war.
And righteously do judge and make a war, God. So his entire garment is going to be covered in blood from the slaughter that he's going to do upon you heathen, man.
There's another cut. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come.
He said the day of vengeance is in his heart, and the year of his redeemed. And who is his redeemed, man? The elect. All right.
Yep. And I would tread down the people in my anger, and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth.
God, man. And how does he? What is the strength of the world? Their armies. The Lord is going to bring the strength of these nations to the ground, man. He's going to wage war against the world's armies in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, man. All right? That's it, man. All right.
You got something, Bob?
Yeah, that was great. Right now, I want to check something real quick.
It's only like 10 minutes left anyways. I mean, it's all good.
This is 2 Thessalonians 1 and 7. It says, and to you who are troubled, rest with us, when the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels, and flame and fire taking vengeance on them that know not Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and that they obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shai. Oh, Isaiah 66:15. Perfect right now.
Been there.
It says, who shall be punished with the everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord Yahweh Shai and from the glory of his power. When he shall come to be glorified in his saints and to be admired in all of them that believe, because of our testimony among you was believed in that day.
Man. So the Lord, like this is repeating what we just brought out. The Lord is going to wage war with the world's armies and recompense and give judgment and pass judgment on the world, right? But at the same time, he's going to come back and save his redeemed, man. Those who were elected to that number, man. The 144,000 and a 1/3 women, children, and men. All right?
All right, so with that, we want to give all praise and honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
All right, double honors to the elders and great millstone. Peace, salutations to the oculus, which is words about the 4 corners of the planet.